Okay. Frankly speaking, that's true. I'm Denis Gursky from Kiev. I'm the founder of an NGO called SocialBoost, and we started 3 years ago to develop the civic society and civic tech in Ukraine, and we have some decent results today. So obviously Ukraine is the center of attention in the media right now because of those events which are taking place in the east of the country, and you all know of them. And Ukraine is a center of democracy, revolution, spirit, well, actually many things that are marketed around the world. But in fact, well, the biggest thing which is actually we are trying to solve in Ukraine is this one. Houses are being shelled in the east of the country, and we are not quite sure who actually does that. And many people try to report this. There are so many IDPs, internally displaced people, who move out from the region to other regions of the country, to another countries, well, whatever. There is more than 1 million people who moved out. So civic society reacts respectively, and we help to do some tools like that. For example, reporting of the houses being shelled. There are thousands of objects uploaded to the map. There is a mobile app. And what happens in Ukraine is you create a tool like that and you get an attention instantly. It's like 2 days after the launch of the application, 2000 news. And people try to help each other. They create applications who are helping one another in very difficult situations, in the warfare, in the shelling or bombing or whatever it is. But at the same time, people gather together to do some great things which are helping each other in peaceful cities, which are much more than the east of Ukraine. And we have these two different vectors. One of them is reducing the impact of the war, and another one is actually developing and creating the new country from the ruins. And those events are happening quite often. These are hackathons that we organize. We organize more than 10 of them, big national events in the recent 3 years. So Ukraine is one of the top 5 IT outsourcing countries in the world. That's why actually there are so many coders, more than 100,000 basically. And well, we started 3 years ago, as I said, and actually we're doing small hackathons, and somehow they were getting bigger. Every event was gathering more than 100 ideas, and during actually those events, we were given money prizes as a seed investment. Well, actually, that's how we got to big events and found some common language with the government, finally. So we found out that open data is the raw material for actually applications to be rolled out very quickly. And that's why so many great things like online ratings of schools and crime maps and something about transport appeared, was supported by government and became the part of government websites around the country. And we have some results here. We decided to actually grab together all the data which was actually grabbed by activists and created the National Open Data Portal, and which led to the Open Data Law, which was passed through the Parliament last week. And actually, that is how we got to a new agenda where open data has the central place in the country, which leads to the better e-government. So e-government actually is based on the law, then some infrastructure that is being bought by the respective government bodies, and then there are public services. One of them is providing data. So we want to build services on top of that and actually involve civil society into actually creating the new type of e-services and e-government around the country. And all what is demanded from the government, who doesn't have budgets right now, is actually provide the data. So that's why we teach them, we accelerate e-services and help people to actually create services quicker, and try to make people use the data which is officially published at the Open Government Data Portal. So we want to see IT companies, like one company, two, maybe more, who are actually doing this, and launching some services which may be commercial, which may be grant funded, or which may be incorporated by the government, but which are based on the data that is provided by the government, and that is how IT, market, civil society, and the government actually works together in Ukraine right now. This is something like that. So we coordinate civic society and some other organizations, and well, the government provides data and is responsible for actually different tasks. They publish needs that they have in particular cities, and this is how it works. So there are so many values for each of the participators, and we really project that actually there will be more than 30 or even more applications provided by the civic society nationally by the end of the year, and we will have lots and lots of data being published. Thank you very much.
1, 2.